All right. Next topic. Whoop. AEW Fight Forever. All right. It came out this week. We streamed it a bunch on Twitch, and I don't think anyone is giving this game a fair review at all. um, I also noticed that like people are used. I know this is gonna sound weird. Not only do we worship corporations, people are used to it. Like, it's not even the fucking norm. You know, you're like, when Madden and Blitz came out, they were, both of them were football games, but they were different.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember anyone asking which one was better. I don't remember, like, the media going, well, Blitz isn't as good as Madden, Madden's not as good as Blitz, because it was so different that there was benefits to both of them. Now I look at IGN, and they're like, can they knock off the number one guy? Sucking corporations has become so the norm that even the highest of reviewers in the mainstream media don't realize they're doing it. It's kind of silly. I overall like it. I give it a 7 out of 10. If you're a really old school fan and like the old school arcadey style, you can give it a bonus point. And if you're an AEW fan, you can give it another bonus point. I think WWE does some things better than AEW. I think AEW does something better than WWE. But this game just shows you how loyal people are to corporations. I think this might be one of the games that doesn't get fairly reviewed at all. Your thoughts on it, sir?
I don't own it, so I can't really give an assessment on it. But from what I've seen of it played, it looks like it's fun. But they will need to add a creative wrestler sharing feature, but if they really want to stay competitive.
Yeah. Definitely want to do the creative wrestling thing. There's stuff that they can improve on, and I think they will. And I think to keep it active, you know, it's really hard to start a brand new video game. It's really hard to start that, but you like, a perfect example is Fall Guys. Fall Guys, it took them forever to make new things so that people that absolutely loved the game stopped playing. There's also a wrestling game that was arcadey that did the same thing. The only one that did it right was Fire Pro, but Fire Pro had the 8-bit, 16-bit graphics, and people really love how graphics look in video games. I was never been a graphics guy that much. As long as it doesn't
I
look
don't
like
know.
ass.
To me, it's too retro. I can't get into it. It's
Really?
too dated looking. Yeah.
I like the retro look, though. I like it. But overall, I enjoy it a lot, but I think it will be a dead game if they don't update. They said they're not going to make it a yearly release, which, for those that play sports games, know that's amazing. A lot of Japanese sports games and Fire Pro do that. And there's rumors of New Japan, because they have all the New Japan names in the Creator Wrestler already. New Japan and Impact possibly teaming up. And I just think this game stays alive by how much they update it. And not only that, but like, I don't know if AEW and WWE are directly competing and changing, but I do know WWE 2K made a lot of announcements that they haven't made in a long time when AEW Fight Forever came. And also, a 2K marketing trick that works is they always say, this is really clever as far as marketing goes. It helped them with the NBA series. They always say, we're the #1 rated wrestling game. We're the #1 rated basketball game. That's a 2K marketing tactic that works, because if you are, you know nothing about AEW, you know nothing about WWE, you know nothing about video games, and your grandson wants a wrestling game, you're like, my grandson, like, you just look and it says, we're the #1 rated. You're like, okay, I'll buy it.
Yep,
You know.
that's the one.
Yep, that's the one. #1 rated. Got it. So, smart marketed by 2K. I think competition's a good thing. I think tribalism is a bad thing. And there are some things that WWE does so much better. There's some things that AEW does so much better. But it's a different type of game. I say, you know, WWE is closer to Madden. For Fight Forever is closer to Blitz, and I think actually playing it's Fight Forever is fun. But the creative options and simming, I still have to give to WWE. So, and the storyline's fun. The Road to Elite is a lot of fun. It's just a lot of times they'll put stuff in the wrong order. So, like, you'll win the women's title, and then they're like, oh, in the history of AEW, it's like, you should have put that before. Like, when you're playing the storyline, sometimes it goes out of order. Like, you'll go fight, like, I'll go fight Nick Jackson, and then after I fight Nick Jackson's like, how about we fight on Rampage? I'm like, bro, we just did. We literally just did. That segment is over. But I think that could be all fixed in updates. Updates and content will be the name of the game. And if you like pro wrestling arcade style, it's worth the buy. Yeah, so there you go. Overall, I give it a 7 out of 10 with a bonus for retro and a bonus for AEW. And that's up to you if you give them those bonuses. All right, there you go.